Hey, this is Philip with G6 Technology Services. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an old Dell OptiPlex GX520. So let's get started. Okay, so here's our OptiPlex GX520. Looks like we've got a, compact disc rewritable, so no DVD. We do have a floppy drive, some front panel audio and USB, power button, nice Dell logo, and of course a lot of dust in the grill, and made for Windows XP with a Pentium 4 with hyperthreading. So around the side, we just have a regular side panel with the Dell logo. I think this is a really nice design. Looks really sleek and professional. And around the other side we have the same thing, just a blank panel that says Dell on the side. So let me get it flipped around and we can take a look at what's on the back. Alright, we have our power supply with our variable input voltage selector. Have some back panel audio, Ethernet, USB, parallel, VGA serial, and I've never seen this before. I don't know why it says not for export, but it does. Nothing in any of these slots, so it's pretty stock. And we have our nice release mechanism on the top. I really like this about the OptiPlex line, is that they usually all have some kind of really nice toolless release for the panel. So we just pull that back and it just separates a little bit, but it hangs on, it doesn't flop open, so you just grab it and pull a little bit and it releases, showing us the inside. Alright, so what do we have here? The inside of our power supply. Let's see what we have. 230 watts. Okay, well, it'll get the job done. I have the back of our optical drive, which is IDE. And actually, it looks like there's some kind of piggyback deal going on there with this power, so I'm not really sure what that's about yet. Our floppy. Okay, so we have SATA for the hard drive, which is not there. So I don't know what happened to that. Of our gigantic heatsink for our CPU. And that's pretty much all there is to it, not much else in here. We do have an extra caddy if we wanted to put a hard drive back in here. And then, I don't know what all of this is. Thought this would be the system speaker, possibly, but there's a lot going on there. And it looks like there's too many wires, so maybe some kind of temperature sensor, which I guess would make sense being right in front of the fan. Maybe it was measuring the temperature of the intake air or something. I'm not really sure, actually. Alright, so what does this little piggyback thing on the power cable go to? It goes to here. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. And then down to here. And then under here. Let's get this heatsink out of here first. Okay, actually I didn't take the heatsink out, but or the shroud, but what it looks like is this is actually the power for this fan. And then there's this thing right here. Looks like a speed control. High, middle, I don't know, it might be off, high, off and low, or medium and low, I'm not sure. This is a very strange arrangement. I've never seen anything like this before, where the fan just gets powered right off of one of these Molex connectors, and then there's a speed adjustment. I wonder if this is a replacement fan or something. Very strange. I don't know, maybe that's just how they did it back in the day. I still am not quite sure what this thing is. But anyway, does look, oh yeah, it does look like there's a fan header down here. I don't know if that comes across. It says fan, so I would say that that's probably what ended up happening, is that fan died and they replaced it with a generic fan. Okay, I went ahead and released the memory so I could grab it easier. So let's see what we have. Some crucial 1 gigabyte. I don't know if that's going to focus, but 1 gigabyte crucial. Let's see what the other one is. Get that back in there. And another 1 GB crucial. So 2 GB system, which actually is not that bad for Windows XP. Wouldn't really cut the mustard these days, but for Windows XP that was perfectly fine. And this is absolutely filthy, by the way. I don't know what all of this is. Large amounts of this dark colored dust. I think the owner smoked or something, but it's all in the grill and all caked onto the fan. So this system is going to need a really good cleaning before I would consider using it long term. Surprisingly though, this heatsink looks pretty clean. I guess the fins are just spaced so far apart there's no way for dust to build up in there. So I guess now the next thing to do is try and boot it up. So let me see how I can do that. I don't know if I have something offhand that it can boot from. Might have to get a drive in there and put Windows XP on it, or I'll see if my Hiren's boot CD will work. Also, just as a side note, it looks like our coin cell battery is dead. So if I was going to be keeping this machine and using it, I'd replace that, but I don't know what's going to happen to it, so we'll just put this one back in. Okay, I lied. I didn't put it back in. I just threw it away. I figured if it's dead anyway, it's not going to do any good going back in there and leaking all over the place. So I've got my Hiren's boot CD flash drive. I don't know if USB booting is supported on this model or if it'll work at all, but that's what I have available right now. I've got an old CD somewhere I can dig up, but let's see if it catches on fire. No smoke yet. Alright, well, oh, it's doing something. Oh, is there a CD in here? Oh yeah, there is. I don't know what this noise is. It's not happy about something. Well, let's shut it off. It's complaining. Oh, I remember what it was now. I never pushed the RAM back in all the way. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's give this another try. Well, no beeping. Oh, I spoke too soon. 3 and 4. I don't know what that means. That speaker sounds horrible. Well, I don't know what 3-4 means. I'm gonna have to look that up, I guess. Okay, I looked up 3-4 memory issue, so I just reseated the memory. Maybe it had some crust in the socket from when I took it out. Not sure. Oh, this also is the CD that was in there, by the way. I don't think I showed it, so I don't know where that came from. The previous owner left it in there. So let's try again. Okay. Power. No, 3-4 again, so guess it does not like the memory. I'll try and take one out. It has, shut this thing up, that horrible beeping. It's awful. It does have, I don't know how well it will come across, but you can see a position for a 3rd and 4th DIMM, but they're not populated. There's only 2 sockets on this system, so I guess it was one of the lower end ones or something. I'm not sure. Alright, so I just took this top one out. It does have some crust on it, so I don't know, maybe that one's bad. So let's give it another try. And get that powered on. Oh, okay, it moved past. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice. So let's see, we'll hit F12. Oh, USB device. So we'll see if it works. Okay, continue. Yeah, CPU fan failure. Oh, nice, it does boot. Except that's an issue. Isn't enough memory. So, have to try something else. Alright, well, I found this old Hiren's Boot CD, which I believe is Linux based. It's not the Windows PE version, so let's try and boot up from that, and maybe it will be happy with 1 GB of memory instead of, I don't know what the requirement is, 2 to 4, something like that. Oh. Okay, I guess the CD drive doesn't want to come out. No. Alright, one moment. Okay, just had to stand it up and give it a couple of love taps and it opened right up. So let's go ahead and hit F1 to continue. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, Mini Windows XP. Let's see what that is. I don't remember that. Huh, won't you look at that? I really don't remember that being an option on that disk for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Windows XP, sort of. Let's see, my mouse is all the way on the other side of the workbench. Yeah, there it is, it's working. Have our 250 megabyte RAM disk. Let's see, hold on, let me just move this mouse. Okay, that's better. I have it right here now instead of all the way down there. So let's see, what do we want to do? Look in Device Manager. I don't know what it's going to tell us. Or... oh, getting a phone call, hold on. Alright, so let's see what else we have. Nothing really interesting here. Yeah, not really much to look at. Let's try properties. Okay, well, for some reason we're not getting our CPU information. I don't know why that would be. So, okay. Alright, so this Hiren's Boot CD thing had CPU Z, so here's our CPU information for anyone who's interested. 2.8 gigahertz. So I don't know if I was reading that wrong, but it does say hyperthreading, so I would expect that it would show up down here, you know, 2 threads, and it does not, and you can't change this selection. So I don't know if I'm just not using this right, or if there's something going on. Oh, it does say hyperthreading over there. Huh. Well, I'm not sure why it's not reflecting that. Anyway, we know that we have our Dell motherboard, memory DDR2 1 gig, single channel. I had to take that other one out because it wasn't booting up for some reason. So there we have it. We have our OptiPlex GX520. It still works. It didn't catch on fire or release the magic smoke. It's pretty dirty. Might clean it up and might do some further investigation with this memory issue to see if it's that slot or that module that's not working. And then this will probably end up in the the Dell Museum here at the office. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.